Hello, little ones. Today we're going to read a book. Today's book is called Dinosaurs Divorce, a guide for changing families. This book is written by Lori Krasny Brown and Mark Brown. He looks sad, doesn't he? Let's find out why. Why parents divorce? Divorce takes place between mothers and fathers. You are not to blame if your parents get divorced. Parents divorce when they don't love each other or can't get along together anymore, no matter how hard they try. Some parents have violent, noisy battles. Other parents fight silently by not talking to each other. Parents sometimes fight with you, when really they're angry with each other. Sometimes parents who are upset with each other behave in ways that hurt themselves and the rest of the family. For those parents, it's better not to live together or be married anymore. What about you? When your parents divorce, it's natural to feel sad, angry, afraid, confused, ashamed, guilty, relieved, or worried about who will take care of you. The bad feelings won't last forever, and there is plenty you can do to help yourself feel better. It helps to talk about these feelings and to let them show. It's okay to cry. In fact, crying can help you feel better. If you feel angry, tell your parents why, and look for ways to show your anger that don't hurt yourself or others. See how he's playing with his toys? Toys is a good way to feel better. Playing is a good way to feel better. If you're afraid or confused about what's happening in your family, tell your parents how you feel and ask questions. Asking questions is a good way to get answers. Imagine what would happen if you kept all of these feelings to yourself. It sometimes helps to visit a family counselor who will make sure everyone gets a chance to talk and listen to each other. Sometimes parents can agree between themselves about who you will live with after the divorce and how often you will see each of them. When parents can't agree, lawyers and judges decide. Try to be honest if they ask you questions. It will help them make better decisions. You may hope your parents will marry each other again, but divorce is final. Most parents don't get back together. You can still love both parents. That doesn't change with divorce. See how they're all both hugging? It's nice. After the divorce. Divorce can bring some good changes. Your parents may feel calmer and be nicer to spend time with. You may get to know each of them better. You don't have to listen when parents say bad things about each other. Say you love them both, and hearing this upsets you. You may have to tell them more than once. If parents want you to carry messages back and forth, ask them to do it themselves. Remember, divorce is new for your parents too. They may make some mistakes. If you move, you may have to say goodbye to friends and familiar places. But soon your new home will feel like the place you really belong. Tyrannosaurus truckers. That's awesome. Living with one parent. Parents may need you to take care of yourself more. You can make things easier for your parent and yourself if you offer to pitch in and help. See how he's setting the table, making his bed? That's how you can help. You may wish you could turn into a grown-up overnight, but doing that isn't your job. There may be other times when you feel like acting babyish to get attention. Try instead to ask for some love and affection. Other changes from divorce may be harder to get used to. Living with one parent almost always means there will be less money. Be prepared to give up some things. There will be times when you miss your other parent. Visiting your parent Visiting someone you used to live with can feel uncomfortable at first, but after a while you get used to it. Your parents will want to know what you are doing in school and with your friends, about things you need help with, and things that you want to do with them. Don't be shy about sharing in this way. Some parents act like Santa Claus, always suggesting fancy or expensive things to do. You don't have to spend lots of money to love each other and have fun together. See how they're reading a book just like we are? That's nice. Some parents feel too guilty or unhappy to visit you. Sometimes you can keep in touch by calling or writing. If not, try to spend time with other grown-ups you like and trust. It may feel strange at first to show your love for one parent in front of the other. Try to remember it's okay to love both and to show that you do. Having two homes. Spending time in two different homes can be confusing. You may feel lost or out of place. Try to find favorite things you can do with each parent. See how they're going to the museum? See how they're playing in the treehouse? Make a schedule to remember when you will stay at each parent's house, and keep special things in each home. Telling one parent you have permission from the other to do something when you don't isn't fair to anyone. It will only get you in trouble. The rules in each house may be different. Try to respect them in both. Celebrating holidays and special occasions. Divorce may mean twice as much celebrating at holiday times, but you may feel pulled apart. Holidays and special occasions may not be the same. In fact, you may celebrate them in very different ways. Try to be open to these changes. It's important to remember both of your parents on holidays. Telling your friends. Divorce may make you feel different from your friends, but you're still you, no matter how many parents you live with. It helps to remember that you are not the only one whose parents are divorced. It may be easier to tell your friends one at a time. Good friends will be glad you are honest with them. Spending time with friends can help you feel less lonely. Meeting parents' new friends. Your mother or father may go out on dates. Staying with a babysitter may not be so bad. You may sometimes feel jealous and want your parents to yourself. Be polite to your parents' new friends, even if you don't like them at first. Who knows? They may become friends of yours too. See how they're making a puzzle and laughing? That's nice. Living with step-parents. Divorced parents who find someone new they can love and live with happily may decide to marry again. You may worry that step-parents are like characters in fairy tales, but a step-parent is a grown-up who, just like you, loves your mother or father. Most step-parents won't try to take your mother or father's place. They will care about you and want to see you happy. You also may care about them. Pick a name for your step-parent that you find easy to use and your step-parent is comfortable with. Stepmom, extra mom, Julie, Mom Julie, Molly. Be patient. It may take a while to get used to each other's way of doing things. Not everyone loves his or her step-parents, but showing them respect is important. If you do love your step-parent, be glad. It won't change the way you and your own parent feel about each other. Having stepsisters and stepbrothers. Having step-parents may mean having stepbrothers and stepsisters. You may feel invaded if you have to share a room. It can help to agree on spaces and things that can be private for each of you. Learning to live with someone new takes time, so don't be surprised if there are arguments at first. Stepbrothers and stepsisters may be good to talk to about divorce. They often have been through it as well. Finding a quiet place might take more work with a bigger family. But having a bigger family means there's usually someone around when you want company. No matter how many stepsisters, stepbrothers, half-sisters, or half-brothers you have, your place in the family is always special. Divorce in your family means many things will change, but one thing that never changes is your parents' love for you. See how he's happy now? Thank you, little ones, for reading this book with me, and have a good night.